Okay, welcome back. This is a short presentation on using the present perfect tense. During this presentation, we're going to look at trying to answer three questions for you. One, what is the present perfect tense? That will be kind of included throughout the whole presentation. Number two, how do we create the present perfect tense? And number three, when and why do we use this tense? So we're going to start off by looking at the structure. How do we create the present perfect tense? Well, it's relatively easy. The present perfect tense, we have our subject, we have or has, plus the past participle, sometimes known also as verb 3. So we have the example there, I have been to Japan, he has eaten the pizza. So subject, have or has, followed by the past participle, verb 3. If you're making a question, if you're asking a question, begin the sentence with have or has, subject, and then past participle, and then the additional information afterwards. So have you been to Japan? Yes, I have. No, I haven't. Has he eaten the pizza? Yes, he has. Or no, he hasn't. Okay, what we're going to look at now is a little bit more complicated. It's when and why do we actually use this present perfect tense? Well, before we go further, let me explain. There are actually three main reasons for using this tense. Recently completed activities or states, when the time is unknown or unspecified or unimportant, or an ongoing action or state. And we're going to explain those things in a bit more detail right now. So, when do we use the present perfect tense? Recently completed actions. We have the time now, we have the timeline now. There's something that's just finished. That will be one occasion to be using it. So you see here, events that have just finished. I've just finished, I haven't finished my homework yet. I've just finished my homework. So if it's a negative sentence, we'd use yet. If it's a positive sentence, we'd often use just. So recently completed activities, actions or events. Second time, when do we use the present perfect tense? Time unknown, unimportant, unspecified. So this is when we're talking about something that happened in the past, but we've no idea when this event actually happened, actually occurred. So here are some examples. I have lived in Spain. I have eaten Japanese food. He has written 3 amazing books. We're talking about these ideas, but we're not relating them to any specific time. An important note to make, if we wish to include the specific time, we should not use present perfect, we should use the past simple tense. For example, he wrote 3 amazing books last year. Talking about last year, so action that he did in a specific time, then we use past simple. But when we're not using those specific times, we continue to use the present perfect. And we use the present perfect tense also for ongoing actions and states. So ongoing, a state or action which started in the past and continues to happen. I've studied at various schools since I was 5 years old, still studying, still there. He has been married for 4 years, still married. She has lived in Paris since 1991, still living in Paris. Okay, I've had a fever for almost a week. Okay, and we also often use these sentences with since and for to describe how long the ongoing action has occurred. So we're coming to the end now. Just a few points for you to remember. The structure, subject, have, has, verb 3, or the past participle as it's also known. The timeline, so recently completed activity, time unknown or unspecified, or an ongoing action. At the top there you can see the when we have a specific time in the past, that's when we use the past simple. Okay, so ongoing, I have studied English for 5 years, recently completed, teacher, I finished, time unknown, I have lived in Spain, have you ever eaten sushi? Okay, and please remember, if you're going to use a specific time or relate it to a specific time, then you should be using the past simple tense instead. Thank you very much. I hope you find that useful.